For the past 3 years, I've been doing this Halloween collaboration where I ask people to do a video to let me know what their favorite scary movie is. I put them all together into one long video, and it makes for a great collaboration. It's a lot of fun, and I started in 2009. Again, this is the 3rd year doing it. A lot of great people were a part of it, and I figured, you know what, I'm going to combine all 3 years into one really long, awesome, mega video collaboration. So, let's check it out. How's everybody doing? It's Halloween time, and I absolutely love Halloween. It brings me back to memories of trick-or-treating, haunted houses, costume parties, and of course, scary movies. I absolutely love scary movies in general, but what better time to watch scary movies than around Halloween? So this video, I'm going to be talking about what movie scared me the most. And I want to know, what movie scared you the most? Leave me a comment or a video response down below. Now, the runner-up for a movie that scared me the most is The Exorcist. I expect this is going to be on a lot of people's lists for good reason. This totally freaked me out. I saw it for the first time when I was a little kid, and I had nightmares for a long time afterwards, and it totally creeped me out. The spider walk scene down the stairs still to this day creeps me out. Definitely a classic movie. Now, the movie that scared me the most isn't your traditional type of horror movie that you may be expecting. It's actually a movie called Fire in the Sky. It's an alien abduction movie, and it freaked me out. The movie stars D.B. Sweeney, Robert Patrick, Craig Sheffer, Peter Berg, James Garner, and it's just a creepy movie. I first watched this movie when I was around 15 years old, and it freaked me out for a long time. I wouldn't go to sleep. I would stay up. I was totally freaked out by it, and I actually have not watched this movie since then. And I plan to watch it this Halloween because it was the movie that scared me the most. Look at that alien right there. Totally creepy, especially the scene where he's on the ship and he's getting dragged through the ship, and then the part where they're doing the experiments on him. Oh, totally freaky. So this is the movie that scared me the most, Fire in the Sky. So now let's hear from some of my friends and see what movie scared them the most.
The movie that scared me the most is John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness.
The movie that scared me the most was A Nightmare on Elm Street. Scary movie.
Hey everyone, it's Andrew. The movie that scared me the most would probably have to be The Blair Witch Project.
Hey guys, the DVD update here, and the movie that scared me the most. I usually don't get scared of movies that much, but back in the day I did. And the first one to really scare me was The Exorcist, which I'm sure will be in a lot of people's lists. Since that's going to be the case, I'm going to give 2 more that scared me a lot, and that would be Stanley Kubrick's The Shining and Session 9.
The movie that scared me the most was The Grudge.
The movie that scared me most, probably Return to Oz. I won't ever watch it again. Ever. But anyway, yeah. That's it.
The movie that scared me the most was Stephen King's It.
The movie that scared me the most was The Exorcist.
The movie that scared me the most, and I'll have to go with Mimic from Guillermo del Toro that came out in 1997. Yeah, just something about that just really gets under my skin. Just all those huge insects just gnawing at people. It's just, it's just giving me goosebumps just thinking about it. Yeah, but Mimic is the movie that has scared me the most. No other horror movie has done that to me in a while. I've watched a lot of horror movies in my lifetime, but that one really took the cake for me. Yeah, so Mimic, scariest movie I've seen.
What scared me as a kid, you know? I got a couple titles that have come to mind right away. Pet Sematary. Zelda, man. She freaked me out. Just terrified me to no end. She was my childhood boogeyman. I gave her a new look and everything in my own mind, and it got worse and worse. Thought she was under my bed. She was green and scrawny and creepy and freaked me out. And also, It. Man, Pennywise scared the shit out of me. At night, sometimes I wouldn't even go in the bathroom if I had to use it.
I would have to say the very first movie that I saw, if it did scare me, would have to be the very first Jaws.
The movie that scared me most when I was a kid was Lost Boys, because I always thought vampires were real, and this one actually gave me some nightmares. It's not scary now, but back then it actually scared me. Also, the other one that scared me was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one, just because the family was so demented and it was based on a true story. Now, the one that freaks me out the most is Black Christmas, just because this can actually happen. There can actually be people that are this demented and sick. So, Black Christmas.
The movie that scared me the most was Paradise Lost, the child murders at Robin Hood Hills, because if it happened to them, it can happen to you too.
The movie that scared me the most is by my all-time favorite director of horror, Wes Craven, and it's his movie A Nightmare on Elm Street. It terrified me the first time I saw it. Happy Halloween 2009, everyone.
The movie that scared me the most was M. Night Shyamalan's Signs. First saw this movie at the young age of 15. Fortunately, back then I wore glasses, and I will say my glasses spent most of the time off my face. I was clenching the movie theater seats tightly, while shivering like a little sissy over scenes that to this day I still think are frightening. Signs is by far, still to this day, one of the most frightening movies I've seen, and I don't think I ever want to watch it again.
The scariest movie ever is The Shining. I mean, The Shining could happen. I mean, cabin fever is a real thing. You know, maybe the hotel won't spew blood at you, but still, it's entirely possible that people can go crazy by being cooped up all winter. And the way Stanley Kubrick shot it, it just looks terrifying. Scariest movie ever. Whew.
Hey, this is Heather, aka Venussindrome, a movie that scared me the most, a ghost movie that came out in the 80s from the UK. It's called The Woman in Black. It is so atmospheric, and I think it was just made really well because there's not like a lot of special effects in there, or like there's no blood or gore, anything like that. It's all atmospheric, it's all mood, it's the ambiance, it's very creepy. So Woman in Black, that would definitely be my pick.
Hello, we are the Wisest and we have decided that the scariest movie to us is Halloween, mainly because of the character of Michael Myers. Pancakehat, what is it that scares you so much when it comes to Michael Myers?
I think it's just the fact that he doesn't say anything.
I'm Big Al, 1982. The thing that scared me, especially as a kid, was Watership Down. Rabbits look really bad. Shadows going around. Take a look at the picture. I told you that was some scary stuff. It's nightmares. Woo.
The movie that scared me the most when I was a kid was either The Shining or the 1997 Cube. But Death Note is what scares me now, and it really gets under my skin.
The movie that scared me the most was Stephen King's Pet Sematary. It scared me because of this bitch.
The movies that scare me the most currently in my collection are Rec 1 and Rec 2. So check these out if you want a good scary movie to watch.
Aussiemovieman here. One of the scariest movies I saw as a little kid would have to be John Carpenter's The Thing. The part where the head rips off, where the guy's giving him resuscitation and the head grows its own legs and walks off. One of the freakiest things I've seen as a little kid.
The movie that scares me the most would be Saw. Just thinking that somebody could be that sick and twisted and sadistic. Saw, that would be the movie that scares me the most.
The movie that scared me the most recently was Paranormal Activity, as surprising as that may sound. I watched this for the first time alone in my room, and just the way it was shot with the camcorder and everything, it made it realistic.
Don't laugh, but the movie that scares me more than any other is Signs. Hey, I said don't laugh.
Hi guys. The scariest movie I ever watched is Poltergeist, because I watched it for the first time when I was 7 years old, and the movie is very spooky, so I was really scared.
The movie that scared me the most is Audition from Takashi Miike. It's pretty creepy, so check it out.
Scariest film I've ever seen would have to be The Shining. Why? Because when I lived in Colorado Springs, the Broadmoor Hotel reminded me of the Overlook, so as a kid, I just always thought those events just took place right down the street.
The scariest movie ever made, in my opinion. I don't know. Jaws? Jesus Christ! Ever since I was a little kid and I went to the beach and I put my ankle in the water, all I can think about is a fucking shark coming up like National Geographic when it pops out of the water and it grabs a holding and grabbing the meat, ripping it apart. Oh my fucking God, Spielberg, you should have paid for my counseling. Don't look at me.
The movie that scared me the most, especially when I was a kid, is Poltergeist. And it's all for the scenes where the little boy's in his room with the clown. Either in the closet or under his bed, either way. That just scared me to death when I was younger.
Cameronmccasland here. Just wanted to share the movie that scared me most as a kid, which was Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And the reason B was Tell 'em Large Marge sent you. Happy Halloween, guys.
What's up, Jay? I hope you and everyone else has a happy Halloween this year. And the film that scared me the most is The Exorcist. Freaky film, still scares me to this day. The first time I saw it, I was probably around 11 years old, and lots of sleepless nights followed.
I'm Coffee Cup 75, and I'm pretty hard to scare, so I would have to go with 1971's Punishment Park as my choice for a film that scared me the most. It's a documentary, it's very good.
Hey, it's Leah from Bright Eyes Long Lashes, and I'd say the movies that scared me the most when I was a kid was probably Candyman and Nightmare on Elm Street, but now I'd have to say that it's probably Insidious. Scared the hell out of me. Ghost children and ghost old women coming to get you made me want to cry.
When I was a young man, the movie that scared me the most was Creepshow, specifically the segment The Crate. That freaking baboon monster with the giant teeth just terrified me. I couldn't even go in a room when that freaking thing was playing. But now that I'm older, seems like a pretty cool monster. I wouldn't mind going on a date with him, getting a little naughty. Whoa!
What's up, guys? 410 Goodfella here. What scared me the most? This guy right here. Thank you, Tim Curry, for ruining my childhood.
The movie that scares me the most is by far The Exorcist, and that's because even till this day I cannot sit and watch that movie completely. I can be in a room full of people I trust in broad daylight and I still wouldn't chance it and actually watch the movie.
What's up, YouTubers and horror fans? For a film that still scares me, I'm going to have to go with Gore Verbinski's The Ring remake. Has a very ominous, creepy atmosphere, and this one never fails to deliver the chills.
The scariest movie I've ever seen would have to be, hands down, The Exorcist. Reagan haunts my dreams. And when she spider walks down the stairs in the version you've never seen, it makes me want to piss myself in front of my mom and her friends as well.
Back when I was young enough to still have my imagination, the movie Phantasm used to scare the shit straight out of my ass because I always imagined the tall man standing right behind me in the darkest corner just waiting to kill me.
Buddy Sean from Media Assault here, and the movie that scared me the most as a kid was a movie called The Brain That Wouldn't Die. I saw it when I was 6 years old. It scared me so bad that I ran down the stairs and I don't think my feet touched one step on the way down.
Hey guys, Colorado Joey here. The movie that scared me the most, at least when I was a kid and 9 years old, was The Shining. Let me tell you, the bathtub scene with the creepy old lady gave me nightmares not to be believed.
Hey YouTube, I'm the headbanger from Horror's Ball. Scariest movie for me, The Blair Witch Project. Love the ending.
Y'all know what the fuck I'm humming. If y'all seen the ending of Sleepaway Camp, Angela, you crazy bitch! You scarred me in middle school and I've never been the same since, and I love you for it.
What movie scares me? That's a toughie, but I came up with 3 words, and those words are Pet Cemetery, Engage. Who isn't scared of a kid with a scalpel? I know I am.
The movie that scared me the most when I was young was Trilogy of Terror, starring Karen Black. That little voodoo doll freaked me out to no end.
Hey everybody, Film Fan Pete here. So what movie scared me the most and why? I'm going to have to go with William Friedkin's The Exorcist. I think I was 12 when I first saw this film. I watched it, I did not sleep for nights. And even when I finally did get some sleep, I still remember waking up in the middle of the night and just imagining Reagan's face, in the closet or in the room. It's such a terrifying...
Hey everyone, this is Disc Junk. However, the film that actually, has scared me the most in recent years is a movie called The Poughkeepsie Tapes. But it's a fake documentary-style movie, and it just, had me on the edge of my seat through the entire film.
This is Front Row Ho, and my favorite scary movie, the first one to ever truly scare me,
The movie that scares me the most
is Halloween. It's set in suburbia, so it's relatable. I mean, it could happen to you. You can walk outside and there's Mike Myers chasing you.
The movie that scared me the most was probably Wolf Creek. Something about the big open outback where no one can hear you scream, and that horrible torture scene, and just everything about it really creeped me out.
Hi, it's NerdGirl20. The scariest movie I've ever seen. Hey, guess. Okay, if you guessed The Ring, you're right. That bitch with the freaking long hair coming out of wells and TV screens. Thank you for the nightmares.
What's up, YouTube? Gonna share the scariest flick out there, in my opinion. Going with The Exorcist. Really freaked me out as a youngster, and to this day it still creeps me out when I watch this flick. Just so many elements, so many scares, so many outrageous moments.
The movie that still scares me the most, that still gives me the hitchy-bitchy-bitchy-bitchy, Stephen King's Children of the Corn. Hello? It has spooky corn? Hell, yeah, spooky corn, and like weird like cult kids that look like they're like possessed by demons and stuff, and they're like serial killers, you know, like they kill all the adults.
The movie that scared me the most is Wes Craven's original Scream film. Scream is the first movie I ever saw in theaters, and being 7 years old, never having seen a horror film in a dark theater, you can imagine how scared I was.
The movie that scares me the most is The Exorcist. And it says right here in the box, it's the scariest movie of all time. And that is the truth. I saw this movie when I was 8 years old, and I've been traumatized ever since.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your friend, Fast Eddie. And today I'm just going to do a quick little video for my man, Jay. Now, he wants to know the scariest movie you've ever seen, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, baby. Yep, the original and still the best. I still love it to this day, man. It still gives me the creeps. Ain't nothing better than a crazy psychopath running around with a chainsaw.
The scariest movie that I've ever seen would have to have been Disney's Beauty and the Beast. What? There's a girl who's stuck in a mansion with a big old hairy old beast man, and he's screaming at her for every single thing that she does. Hello?
Get out!
Nice flower.
Get out!
Talking candlesticks.
Get out! Get out!
Maybe I was just a weird kid, but you know what? It scared me a lot.
Hey, Doug Lander here. I'm just going to tell you the movie I thought was the scariest to me, and that would have definitely been The Fourth Kind. The shot-on-video stuff scared the hell out of me.
Mars Attacks and Independence Day are two movies that my parents dragged me to see in the theater when I was way too young to watch them. Independence Day was so scary for me that my parents had to drag me out of the theater crying because I was so scared.
The movie that scared me the most, the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I remember when I was a kid, for some strange reason I woke up at night, this movie was playing, scared the daylights out of me. Something that's very, I guess, weird and very scary about something that can kill you in your sleep. You know, during a time when you're supposed to be, you know, at peace, but you're also very vulnerable. So no matter what, you'll eventually have to go to sleep, and every town has an Elm Street.
Happy Halloween 2011. So the scariest movie to me is, the first one I'm going to pick, the Amityville Horrors. Oh my gosh, based on true events? I mean, come on, doesn't get any more scarier than that. Love that movie, the first one, Amityville Horrors, it's awesome. And second pick is gotta be The People Under the Stairs. Have you seen that one? Creeped me out as a kid, creeped me out as an adult.
So there you go. That was the combination from 2009, 2010, and 2011 for everybody that was part of the Halloween collaboration videos. Those are some great scary movie choices. I want to say thank you to everybody who was a part of this. You guys all rock. Definitely go check out their channels. I will put links down below in order of appearance. Check them out and subscribe. And leave me a comment or video response down below letting me know what movie scared you the most. And I hope everybody's doing well. Have a happy Halloween and go watch some scary movies.